What's going on, guys? Paul here, back with some Pokemon Go. So let's get into this. Today we're going to be just checking out this game for the first time, and I am doing the commentary after because the live version didn't work out as great, and you're going to see why here in a second. But you could either pick male or female. We do go with female, of course, and you do have a few options for bags, shoes, pants, and hairstyle. Well, not really hairstyle, hair color and eye color. So there isn't too many customizations, but there are a few. Hopefully we'll get more hats and stuff like that later on. I'm not too sure. Maybe they'll leave it the same, but that's not really the big thing we're actually going for. So we're gonna create this. In the beginning, you do get to pick a character, which is basically like starting off the game. You either get a Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander, and be careful when you're picking one of them, because whichever one you touch first is going to be the one you have to pick. So you can't actually see any of the stats or anything like that, sort of like the game where you can pick the Pokeball, go back, and then if you want the other one you can go with that one. But yeah, this one, whatever you pick is what you're going to get, so be careful with that. I have seen quite a few people just pick at random. So yeah, and if you guys are wondering how I'm playing this, you have to actually go download the APK. Not too sure if they're going to be changing stuff from there, but I think the version I'm using is like 0.2 something, so it isn't the newest or most updated version, but here it is right here. And of course I'm going to go with Charmander, but you can pick the one you want the most. And of course the Pokeballs are a little bit hard to throw. There isn't really a tutorial on how to throw these things. You do have a circle. I'm not too sure what that actually does. There is a green circle that goes in. So yeah, I'm not too sure what that does either. They don't really tell you. You kind of just got to figure it out for yourself. And if you do encounter a flying Pokemon, some of them are really hard to hit, so be careful with that. And as you can see here, we do get some experience for actually catching Charmander. You can see some of the other ones you can actually obtain. Not too sure if the starters are actually all over the place as well, or how that's going to work out. But here's my actual location, which is kind of weird. Yeah, I don't know about making videos for this, just for the fact that it does show your location and the places if you're actually going to go visit them. It also shows that. But for the video, of course, we are using our tablet, and I'm recording off of the PC, so I can't kind of get up and move around. Plus I was recording the voice as well, so yeah, it wasn't the best, considering I did sit there and record for about 30 minutes, closer to about an hour, waiting for Pokemon. If you are looking to go out and explore, as you can see, we have to go to the Pokestops, as they call them, which are the little green cubes. As you can see around me, there aren't too many. Some of them pop up in the distance, and then you see the white one, which is an actual gym. If you do see one that is red like that with the Pokemon on top, it is going to be captured by somebody else. But that is the gym locations, and basically you do have to get to level 5 before you actually go out and try to obtain one of them. So hopefully you do get up to level 5 pretty quick, or go out to the Pokestops, which do give you Pokeballs, experience, and just a ton of other random stuff. Of course, I'm recording, so I can't really get up and show you guys that stuff, plus I don't really want to because it does show your location. So yeah, that's another big thing with this. A lot of people are going to be most likely uploading this, and it kind of does show the, like if you go to a Pokestop, it usually is like a church. I've seen the churches, I've seen murals, just basically landmarks, and some other, I'm not too sure how they actually pick, but there's some other just random stuff that they throw in there depending on your location. So yeah, there is that. Here's the shop. Of course, you do need the like little Pikachu coins to actually get anything, and they call them Poke coins, but they are quite expensive to actually get some stuff. Here's the Pokédex. We don't have too many identified. The incense here is going to be very helpful, especially for the video that I'm actually making, considering I'm not moving anywhere. So basically you throw that up, and for 30 minutes they're attracted to you. As you can see, we do get a Geodude here, and we do have CP, which I think, I'm not too sure what that does. Each of them does give you a certain amount, so yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what that's gonna do, but throwing these Pokeballs is a little bit difficult. You're gonna miss quite a few in the beginning, maybe even after that. Considering like Zubats, I did try to catch a few of those. I think it's gonna be in this one. They're really hard to capture just because they fly around all over the place. And then the Stardust you get, you can see some of the other characters, which is pretty nice. You can see some of them. The Stardust is going to help you level it up, and then you got Geodude Candy. Depending on the character itself, you're going to get that specific one. We got a Pidgeot here. Where's that Pidgeotto? Pidgeotto. Depending on the character, it says question mark for the amount. Not too sure how much we're actually going to get out of this. But for newer Pokemon, you are going to get more experience towards your level. You can actually throw up a, I think it's called a Lucky Egg for more experience as well. And then you can see the candies. I think each of them gives you 3 because that's how much I've been getting for each of the, depending on, well, this one says Pidgey. So I think if you catch any of the evolved forms, it's just going to give you the regular candy for that form. But that's basically how you evolve it and how you level it. We got an Ekans here, and you do need a certain amount. Like Charmander, I think, was like 50 of his regular candies, so I'm guessing you can actually catch the starter Pokemon as well. I think there are 250. So far, I've only seen the normal generation, although I haven't got out and went exploring. I think it's first and second generation currently out. Although I'm using an older APK, if you guys are wondering, I'm using, I think, 2.9 or something, 2.5, 2.9, I'm not too sure which one I'm using. But it does show you the throw, the new Pokemon, and it shows you the experience you're going to actually be gaining. And of course you do get the Stardust and the candy as well. It does show you the height. I'm not too sure if those change. I don't think those actually matter. Maybe they will later on. You could actually see the HP as well. And when you do have this thing up, if you have not noticed, I've been cutting ahead, but it's about 5 to 10 minutes in between. Well, actually not even 10 minutes, about 5 minutes in between each Pokemon. I'm guessing if you're on the move and you're actually going around and looking for them, you're going to attract a lot more Pokemon. As you can see here, the Zubat. I don't know, I just had a hard time catching it. They kind of don't explain how to throw these things, and you do waste a lot of them. So if you're in an area where there is a ton of Pokestops, it's going to help you out a lot because you're going to be able to get a ton of Pokeballs and a ton of other stuff. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm not too sure how you actually find like the, we'll call them legendary because that's what they were called in the game, but like Mewtwo, Mew, Moltres, stuff like that. I'm not too sure how you're going to find those guys. I don't know if they're just randomly in the world or if you have to go to certain locations, but we do get a variety of Pokemon. I think I get up to 75 in the Pokedex, so that's the farthest I've actually made it, which I think is Geodude. I can't remember who's the last one, but I do catch quite a few just sitting in my one location for 30 minutes when I actually have the instant activated. If you don't have it activated, it usually takes anywhere from 10 minutes to 30 minutes for a Pokemon to pop up. Sometimes 3 of them will pop up at once, and I recommend catching them as fast as you can because they do disappear after a certain amount of time. So I don't know, it's different for all of them. They do have a different amount of HP as well. There's another Geodude there, as you can see. Right after we caught Sandshrew, we get another Geodude. So yeah, there are multiple Pokemon that you can capture at a time. Yeah, that first Pokeball, I don't know, the throwing of the Pokeballs you gotta get used to for sure. But let me know what you think of the game if you guys are going to be playing it, and if you do want to see more, I will try to actually go on, I guess, record some if I can. I'm not too sure I'm going to actually do that. But yeah, let me know what you think, and thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you guys later.